They're cute, they're funny, and we're totally obsessed with them. Self-proclaimed cat lovers rejoice as we visit Kotor, Montenegro, a cat lover's paradise. Voted top 10 cat lovers destination by Lonely Planet, Old Town Kotor has tons of charm and is known as the City of Cats. This medieval city's cobblestone streets, courtyards, and stone buildings are home to the cats of Kotor. From the moment you walk in, you are greeted by an unusual amount of friendly kitties. They are in and out of stores, restaurants, and literally everywhere you look. It is truly amazing. If that weren't enough, there are several stores where you can buy cat-themed items. Anything from magnets to t-shirts to handmade gifts from local artists. The love for cats is a definite thing here. Many shops even advertise that some of the proceeds go towards feeding the stray kittens in town. We only count cats inside the castle.
Only count cats. Even more, Kotor is also one of the few places in the world with their own cat museum. We attempted to visit, but since it is 2020, it unfortunately was closed.
To pass on love for animals is possible for everybody by means of wider knowledge, and knowledge is the first step towards respect. So unfortunately, the cat museum is closed. So we'll just have to talk to more cats while we're here. But overall, it seems to be a love for animals and nature, so we'll have to come back one day to see the Museum of Cats.
We instead followed them on Facebook to get a peek at some of the items inside. It turns out the museum is a collection of cat-related artifacts, writings, art, coins, stamps, and even old advertising. The museum's collection keeps growing as people continue to donate items.
Yeah? On your way? We totally get the love for cats, but we wanted to know more. Why here? How did this start? And where did these cats come from?
Kotor, Montenegro is a Mediterranean destination off the Adriatic Sea, located directly on Kotor Bay. Sailing and trade have always been part of life, and with that, it is said cats came to the city by boat from all over the world. Legend has it that the cats protect the city from snakes, rats, and mice. Today, they're seen as good luck and are known as the unofficial symbol of the city. Old Town Kotor is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with a ton of history to soak up. The Venetian Republic controlled the Bay of Kotor for 450 years, from 1420 until 1797. From this time period, you will see the official symbol of Kotor around town, the Venetian lion. It is easy to strike parallels between this historic symbol and the beloved cats of the city.
Visiting Kotor to get a little cat therapy is all well and good. As an outsider, it seems the cats are well taken care of. They have food and cute little houses. What more do they need? While the community pulls together to take care of the cats the best they can, there actually is a lot more that needs to be done.
Asking around soon led us to the Kotor Kitties. Kotor Kitties is a charity that helps the stray cats of Montenegro live healthier lives and reduces the homeless population through spaying and neutering. Today we are fortunate to speak with the founder of Kotor Kitties to learn more. Welcome, April King.
Oh, this looks more promising.
Yeah! Hi!
Gradually catching on.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time today to be with us, and we're excited to hear more about you and your organization.
So we're curious. Montenegro is not the most popular American tourist destination. What brought you to Kotor in the first place?
Well, I have some friends that I travel with. We're like friends from high school and junior high. Mm-hmm. And we all wanted to go to Croatia.
Okay.
And So the year came when we could leave at the very end of May or the very beginning of June. But some of us are teachers, so usually that travel time isn't open. And because Croatia's so warm, it's like we're not going in August. We've got to go in a cooling.
Right.
So we had this wonderful trip to Croatia and did a tour with just our group of 6 with a tour guide that did activities. So we did up an island, we did kayaking, and we did cycling in the parks and hiking and river rafting and all sorts of fun things. But we had some time at the beginning of our trip in Dubrovnik, and we all like cats. So it was like, oh, look, Rick Steve says,
we love Rick Steve's too.
Well, we're from Seattle, so, Rick
Yeah.
Steve's is like the guru. Jumped on a bus down and spent a couple of days in Kotor. And I know enough from TNR in the past, trapping cats and spaying and neutering in long ago, that I knew I would want to either bring a cat home or I would have to donate to a spay and neuter program. So that was my plan. Like, my husband doesn't want any more cats. Well, I'll just find a place and donate to a spay and neuter program. And so that's how we got to Kotor on our bus. And then my friends had a couple of days of enjoying the scenes, and I was just going crazy trying to find a spay-neuter program, and there wasn't one. And then we later learned there wasn't one in all of Montenegro.
Wow.
A high quality, high volume spay and neuter is what it's referred to, where they're really doing kind of a specialized surgery so that the cats can get back out to their home turf quickly. It's really built around the need for street cats or community cats to get back out quickly.
For people that aren't familiar with this and are new to this kind of work, can you do a little bit to explain the benefits of having this program for the cats?
So spaying and neutering, it benefits any individual animal because by taking out the reproductive cycle, they're able to sort of focus all of their energy on life without reproduction. So for cats, it means that they will gain weight, their fur will fill out, their calories are going to that and not towards mating. They also will fight less, so spreading less disease, they're getting fewer infections. And when you're talking about community cats, you're talking about less of an annoyance for the community. So there's an individual animal benefit, and then there's that community benefit. And then as an overall population, if you do the spaying and neutering correctly, you can really bring down the population within an area.
And that way there's health care for all of the animals. They're just healthier and happier in general.
And nicer neighbors. If you don't like cats and you have to live with them, when they're spayed and neutered, we find that people really don't resent them anymore. It's like, oh, this is kind of pleasant. These cats are beautiful, friendly, and they're no longer disrupting things in very rude ways. It's very hard to live there. When you think about it, there's so many cats, you can't possibly take them all in and care for them.
Right, even if you want to, you can't.
Tried to get the country to do it, they still wouldn't be able to. And so really the best chance of taking care of them is to get the population down humanely through spaying and neutering. And then when it gets to a level that people can start to reasonably take care of them, give them vaccinations, get them warm, treat them for fleas, and start adopting them into homes, there will be enough homes when the population is down. Right now, not yet. Not enough.
It's wonderful that you've stepped up and brought the community together and really took on a huge project in creating this.
Well, it was interesting because we started with my Airbnb host and her sister, and we agreed to raise funds to spay and neuter 10 cats.
Nice.
It was this
right.
goal.
That's a start.
Obtainable goal, you'd think.
And it started from that. We're going to do 10 cats at the local vet. Mm-hmm. And the local vet turned out to really just be a godsend in terms of his understanding immediately that when we said, well, 10 cats are done and we'd like to do more, and he really got it, that this was how you changed the entire conversation about animals in Montenegro.
So if somebody does come in town and they want to help out, what is the best way to get a hold of you guys? The Facebook group, or is there stuff that they can volunteer in person, or is it just a money donation?
No, they can volunteer in person in Kotor. So we have managed to import traps now, and we store them at the local vet. We're hoping to be able to store some also in Old Town, so that tourists who are just there for the afternoon can actually check out a trap, take a cat to the vet, and then the vet will return.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
That's wonderful.
Yes, as it is. It's a 10-minute walk to the vet clinic. And it's not hard with an empty trap, but when there's a cat that's in there and
I've actually moved one before.
It's nice to be able to contribute something to the community in exchange for their hospitality and welcoming us, as tourists.
Awesome.
And if people want to contribute but have no real plan to go to Montenegro, if they want to contribute just because they love cats, what's the best way for them to do that?
Sure. Well, if they're on Facebook, there's a donation button there, and there's also information on Facebook. You can get our PayPal address. Maybe you can also post that.
Absolutely.
So is kotorkitties@gmail.com. The address is on there if they want to just mail a check and do it the old-fashioned way. We're happy to accept checks also.
That's nice. Well, wonderful.
And actually, Facebook donate button won't work, and so if they haven't figured out that you've been in Montenegro a little while, then you may be able to make it work. But people should know that PayPal and Facebook both within the country are generally blocked, so they may have to wait until they get out. However, in Kotor, we now have flyers for tourists that explain a little about our program, and on them there is a QR code, and that does work for donate.
Wonderful. That's exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And we can actually use some of the little Serbian we know, Hvala, for taking the time to speak with us.
Molim, or niš, as they say in Nikšić, which means, it's nothing.
Well, it means so much, actually. So we were so happy to be able to hear from you and know more and share the word of how people can help. So
yes,
thank you so much.
It's exciting.
Well, thank you so much for your work, and please share our thanks with everybody else that you work with. I know it's more than one person out there, so
yeah.
Please tell all the vets and the other volunteers that we said thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you. And if you are coming back to Montenegro, let us know ahead of time. And, if I'm there, I'm happy to meet with you, but we also have lots of other volunteers who would be delighted to show you around and help you trap some cats if you want.
We would love that.
We would love that.
All right, April.
Well,
thank you so much.
And happy holidays to you. What is your favorite holiday food?
Oh, cookies. The kind of cookies you don't any other time of the year.
It's true.
Well, thanks again. Have a good one. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
All right.
Take care.
Take
All right.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We are so glad we dug a little deeper to know more about these cats. All good things take work, and we want to celebrate the kind-hearted local vets that work hard to make Kotor Kitties possible. If you are looking for ways to give back, we have provided the websites and links for Kotor Kitties so you can donate directly to make a difference and actively help the cats of Kotor.
Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Do you have other cat lover friends out there? If you do, please share the video and help us get the word out about the good work that the folks at Kotor Kitties are doing.